Hey everybody, what's up? This is Crypto Cody and I'm so excited to do another video for you guys. But before we get into this video, let's do a quick forecast of the crap coins, okay? Take it away, Crappy. Hey guys, what's up? This is Crappy. Let's take a look at all the crap coins. It's crap, 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 it's a crap, it's a crap, it's a crap, 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 it's a crap, it's a crap coin. Crap, 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 crap. It's crap, it's crap, it's crap, it's crap, it's all a bit of crap. All right, thanks, Crappy, for that forecast of crap coins. But no, the reality is, I don't know. Some of those, maybe they're not crap coins. Who knows? But the reason why I'm putting this video together for you guys today is because I went across an article that I want to go over on the top 20 cryptocurrencies for 2020 that some people are thinking are going to be the best ones to be investing in. So I wanted to go over that today, and let's check it out, guys. And I'd love to get you guys' opinions on this as well. So here we go. All right, guys. So here's the article. So this comes from BitcoinExchangeGuide.com, which is a pretty, this is a pretty valid resource to be going through for research and whatnot. But yeah, we're going to dive into what they believe is the top 20 best cryptocurrencies in 2020, which coins to watch for this particular decade. And I just want to let you guys know that this is, well, first of all, I have a cold, so I'm really sorry if I sound all stuffed up. I'm going to hopefully get over this soon. But beyond that, this is not my top 20. However, I'm going to chime in on, my thoughts on these particular top 20 and if I think it's a good idea or not. But I'd encourage you guys to make sure that you do your research. No matter what you do, make sure that you're paying attention to what, is going on in the marketplace, what's going on with the companies that are backing these cryptocurrencies and these crypto assets, because there could be something much, much more important based on partnerships and based on just the way that these companies market themselves. I just want to remind you guys that coins don't pump, coins don't gain stability, they don't maintain structure within them unless the companies are getting the great marketing within the coins. Like, I guess I'll put it this way. You got to think about these cryptocurrencies as kind of like stocks to some degree. Stocks are not valuable unless the company is. The company's not valuable unless it markets itself well and does a good job with the product or service that it's offering the general public. So we got to be paying attention to the companies, not just the crypto assets themselves. It goes so much beyond, just the asset. It goes beyond that into what the company, why is there intrinsic value in this cryptocurrency? It's because of the company behind the crypto. So it's really important for you to do your research on that stuff. And I personally think, that this particular title right here shouldn't be the top 20 best cryptocurrencies necessarily, but maybe the top 20 companies that cryptocurrencies are a part of or backing that we want to look into. So that's a huge piece of the puzzle that we got to remember. But in addition to that, obviously, there is, these cryptocurrencies are intrinsically valuable in and of themselves and have already been adopted into many different concepts and different things. So I just want to encourage you guys to kind of be looking out for all the different variables of this whole thing. And with all that being said, let's hop into this. Okay, so diving into it, let's just get with the first cryptocurrency that they bring up, and that is Bitcoin. Now, first, I just want to right off the bat tell you guys, I won't spend a lot of time on it because it's pretty obvious. Bitcoin, 1000% absolutely should be your primary holdings when it comes to just long-term holding cryptocurrency. And the reason why is because everything is based off of Bitcoin. And I know that there's been all these different Bitcoin forks that have taken place over the years. And, the reality is this. Bitcoin, in its originality, will always be the gold, the digital commodity, so to speak, the digital golden commodity for all of cryptocurrency. It'll always be the thing that measures each cryptocurrency in the value of Satoshi and so what. So, and you got to take into consideration what it's saying. Even though today there's an absolutely no doubt in anyone's mind that Bitcoin is by far the most lucrative crypto asset in the market, it puts things into perspective that the flagship digital currency currently accounts for more than 60% of the global crypto market share. So think about that. Right now we're in a $250-ish billion total market cap, and 60% of the $250 billion is Bitcoin. Okay, so if you just got to understand that there's really not that large of a market cap when it comes to altcoins. Bitcoin is the primary holder of that and king of that, which theoretically for me, what I would encourage people to do, and again, I'm no financial advisor, so please don't just take what I say and do it. Do your research, be responsible for your own investments. But what I would encourage you guys to do is to take at least 60% of your portfolio and keep that in Bitcoin. I'm not saying that that's the best way to make money. I just think that in the volatile market that we're in, it is probably the wisest thing to do. Just to basically invest in whatever Bitcoin, like I say 60% because that's what Bitcoin basically accommodates for as far as the entire market cap. So why not have at least 50 to 60% of your portfolio in Bitcoin? A lot of you are like, it leaves me only $100 left or whatever for altcoins. And it's just like, you know what? Wouldn't it be better though if you knew that you had more security in at least half of your portfolio? So anyways, sorry for putting a lot of time into that. I just wanted you guys to understand. I agree with them on this. Bitcoin definitely number one. Number two on their list is Ethereum. Now Ethereum, the reason why I think that this is going to remain an awesome cryptocurrency and definitely within the top 5 for the years to come is because, first of all, it has a lot of strength in its marketing. It basically has become one of the first platforms, if not the first, basically the first platforms that has allowed people to build just an incredible amount of other assets through their ERC20 tokens. And, the ICOs that just like exploded, 2017 ICO year, basically, Ethereum was just cranking it. And, even before that. So you got to kind of owe a lot to Ethereum's platform as far as the innovation of cryptocurrency in and of itself. And I think that in and of itself is just kind of being a grandfathered cryptocurrency to some degree, a grandfathered company that people are always going to respect and I think have an investment in. And I think that it's kind of just gone over that threshold as far as, is it going to make it or not? It has made it. So I think Ethereum is absolutely an opportunity to continue to hold on to. I think that it has lots of potential for growth. If you look at the numbers on Ethereum, it's astronomical how much money you could, make future with it, I believe. So the next one is Ripple. And I love it how they're at least going down the line of, if you were to go to coinmarketcap.com, they're at least going down the line as to, number 1, number 2, and number 3. Ripple being third place as far as cryptocurrencies goes. I think that it makes sense to invest into Ripple. And now I know a lot of people hate Ripple because, I'm quite the libertarian myself, so I love the whole philosophy of cryptocurrency, getting rid of that third party banking party, so to speak, and just being able to have complete liberty as to where my money goes and what I spend it on, even through tax evasion, so to speak, assuming that you're not using other countries' currencies, you're specifically using cryptocurrency for your transactions, you shouldn't have to be taxed on that. Well, anyways, not to go too far off the rabbit trail, Ripple, XRP, their entire goal is to bring back the whole trust concept where they want to team up with the banks, lower the fees in all these $1 trillion of transactions that are literally causing millions of dollars a day in fees through the banks. It's really doing the banks a great service. But I think in the long run, it's also giving consumers, the moms and pops of this world who really don't give two craps about cryptocurrency, they just want the trust. They want to know that their money is secure and safe. And I think that banks are going to want to, utilize the partnership request of Ripple to be able to bridge consumers into wanting to be a part of cryptocurrency. And there's more to talk about that, stuff like crypto.com and whatnot. But I think Ripple is actually, in spite of the concept of having complete liberty and no third parties in transactions, I do think that Ripple there's something to be said, and there's a lot of merit with Ripple as far as what is truly going to help adopt this entire philosophy into this new world of currency. So I think Ripple's a great investment. Also, not to mention, it used to be $4. I think it was like $4 at one point in 2017, and I'd have to go back and look at the numbers. But guys, the fact that it is rocking around the 20 cent margin right now, you're talking about a tremendous increase that you could actually have. And that was before, I mean, we haven't even hit $1 trillion market cap, and we proved that something with a total max supply of, I think Ripple's total max supply is about 100 billion. If we can prove that something like that can actually hit above even $1 is astronomical, really encouraging and exciting. And I think that this is a phenomenal investment, personally. All right, guys, so the next one is Digibyte. Just to kind of give you guys a quick synopsis of what this is all about. Basically, it's a cryptocurrency that goes 40 times faster when compared to BTC in its speed. It just has an amazing block time. So that's a huge piece of it. The other thing is that the overall goal of Digibyte really is to be able to make it to be like a complete world payment system. So in other words, people really want Digibyte to become the cryptocurrency of the world. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I just don't foresee that ever happening. I see it being an option, and I see it being integrated and innovated into the things that we're going to start doing with new technologies. But let's take a look at the numbers really quick on the Digibyte thing. So it's currently trading at basically half of a penny right now, just over a half a penny. The max supply is 21 billion. So I think that there's a lot of merit to that in the sense that it's only rank 56. Well, rank 56 implies a couple of things. First of all, it implies that it's not even nearly close to even the top 20 on the coin market cap, which would lead me to wonder, is it really even worth being in a top 20 growth? And I do think that it possibly does have some potential merit to the top 20 growth, and the reason why is because the max supply is 21 billion. Okay, if the max supply is 21 billion and it's currently sitting at half a penny, does this kind of, you got to think about it like this. You got coins like Ripple, or XRP to be more specific. You got coins like TRX from Tron. These both have 100 billion in total max supply. Okay, and they're both sitting. At least we'll just go off of something more realistic. Let's go off of TRX. TRX is sitting at almost 2 cents. It's at like a penny 7. With that being said, does that mean that Digibyte, that has literally, 60 to close to, it has literally 70, I think I'm doing my math right, 78, 79 billion more max supply, would imply that Digibyte has lots of opportunity for growth, to even get up into the pennies, to the couple of pennies, let alone XRP, So there's a lot of opportunity for growth here. The problem with this is that it's way too narrow. It's way too narrow of a concept. There's too many cryptocurrencies out there that it's competing with that I think honestly have, that are in the top 10 that are better than this thing. And I really hate to say that to all you Digibyte lovers out there. I'm not saying it's a bad investment. I'm just saying I don't think it should be in the top 20, and that's just my personal opinion. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, so the next one's Litecoin. I'm going to make this short and sweet. Yes, I do think it's a great investment. I just don't think it's as good as Bitcoin or Ethereum. The reason for that being is because Bitcoin and Ethereum both have, in my opinion, they both have a much greater following. I think that their marketing is much greater. I think that the ERC20 platform for Ethereum is what it's got going for itself. And Bitcoin is just basically the golden digital commodity of all cryptocurrencies. Litecoin, created by Charlie Lee, I believe ultimately was created to be a silver commodity, so to speak, of the entire cryptocurrency ecosystem, right next to Bitcoin. And the only thing that it had going for itself at the time was that it was 4 times faster than the Bitcoin had currently offered, which we believe is going to potentially change, anyways with the Lightning Network process. But, it's just, I think that it has a lot of following, a lot of investors, people that both have made and lost lots of money. So a lot of people are attached to Litecoin. And I think that overall it's had a great amount of publicity and, marketing. So that's why I still think it'll remain in the top 10 cryptocurrencies, but I probably wouldn't have it on my top 20 list for the most growth. Granted, I would not be surprised if it actually does perform as good as Bitcoin and Ethereum, because it's just going to follow it. So that's just my opinion on Litecoin. All right, so next one is Maker, or MKR, and I'm just going to dig right into it really quick. This is an ERC20 token. It is based off, obviously, the Ethereum platform. Its competitors are Salt or ETH Lend. I would encourage you guys to go check those cryptocurrencies out. So it's basically not anything unique to the market as far as what it offers. It does offer it in a unique sense of matter, but I really feel like it's almost too confusing for people to go about this, whereas ETHLend or Salt is way more straightforward on how they're going about it. But essentially it's collateralized debt positions, or CDPs. And what that's essentially saying is that you lend your ETH or your Ethereum, your ETH to them, and then what you're going to receive back in return is this stable coin called DAI, D-A-I. I think this is great, like cryptocurrency lending. I just don't think that we're in a place where it's just secure enough for people, because in my opinion, as you know, what happens if you were to have your Ethereum, liquidated and then it drops below? Like say we hit a bear market and Ethereum is just completely, you're stuck in this liquidated asset that is now worth less than what you initially invested with it. It's just, I don't know. I just think it's kind of, I personally like ETHLend and I like Salt better than this maker. However, getting into the numbers with you guys a little bit on this one, it is down quite a bit from its initial high. Just to kind of give you guys an idea of what its initial high was, its all-time high was literally $1,773 to the USD value. And I mean, that just, as far as an investing in the coin itself goes, I don't know about its functionality, but the coin itself, yeah, it's a decent investment based on its initial high, but I just don't believe in it. And I mean, it's ranked 25, so it's definitely doing well as far as in the top 50, but I just don't foresee this being functionally the best choice out there, especially with ETHLend out there and with Salt. So that's just my personal opinion on the maker MKR. Okay, so Binance Coin, BNB. I think this is a great asset. I think it's a perfect thing to invest in. Honestly, I mean, if you use the Binance exchange, then you would know the functionality of Binance, and you should have it, because what it's doing is it's accumulating all of the crypto dust that you leave on Binance. So in other words, when you send out a certain amount of cryptocurrency, you'll notice that a certain amount of decimables, very, very tiny amounts, are left behind. What is great about the Binance exchange is that it will collect all of those little decimals and convert them into Binance Coin, which then it eventually starts accumulating itself. It actually kind of reminds me of that app Acorns, but in crypto sense. It's really interesting to think about. But yeah, it's a great thing to invest in. I absolutely love it. The ROI, it's 9,000% up, which is crazy. I believe it's only going to continue to grow up higher. The max supply, it's 187 million, which honestly leads me to believe that there's a lot of room for growth for this thing I think that Binance Coin will eventually go into the hundreds, in my opinion, over time. Because, I mean, the Binance exchange is probably one of the most used exchanges in the entire world of cryptocurrency. So I think there's a lot of merit to it. The all-time high was almost $40. So, I mean, you have an opportunity to make, at least 1 or 2x your money based on its initial high. So, yeah, I think it's a great investment. All right, so next up is Cardano, ADA. And just to be completely honest, guys, I think this is a wonderful investment. It's doing super well as far as its functionality and where it's going. I think that there's been a few hiccups with the team. You can kind of read up on some papers on that, but basically, to be more specific, the development team behind Cardano is especially focused on maximizing their efficiency of the international payments market by cutting down many of the times and fees related issues currently facing its domain. So that's basically what it's overall doing. It's very similar to Ethereum and the platform that Ethereum's doing, but I think overall it's doing great. I think that it's a phenomenal investment. I mean, right now you're only looking at 4.5 cents with Cardano, whereas dude, look at this, boom, like that thing up to $1.20. Are you kidding me? All-time high $1.33, and it's currently sitting at 4.5 cents, and it's rank 11. There is so much opportunity with this coin. I think that it's an absolutely wonderful investment. It's not my favorite pick by any means, but I do think that as an investor, looking at the numbers, the history, the team, the plan, the platform, I think they could do a little bit better with their marketing right now. But overall, I think it's a great investment, personally. And I do believe it will be in the top 20 growth for this coming year. All right, guys, so Chainlink. So I actually like Chainlink. I actually think it's a great investment. I'll get into the numbers to kind of show you guys why, but to give you a basic idea, I mean, it's just another trust coin, essentially. I mean, it works off the native blockchain in a manner that's highly secure, trustworthy, and decentralized. The basic sense of Link is also that it's an Ethereum token, so it's an ERC20 token, and native decentralized Oracle network. So it's dealing with the Oracle network. I think that's pretty much ideally, like, I mean, you can get into it more. I think it's really cool that it can transfer information in a very secure way. But I mean, to be honest, there's really not a whole lot to say about that as far as, like, there's a lot of cryptocurrencies out there that do the very exact same thing. I will say this, it's got a total supply of 1 billion, which is huge for the fact that it's only $2.66. And what really gives it away that it's awesome is that it's number 17 in ranking. So I could actually see this being in the top 20. As far as growth goes, I think that its use case is just not as unique as, you know, it's really cracked up to be. So, but that's just my opinion. It did super well in the bear market, which is awesome. I mean, it's always hopeful to see something like that. You know, it's had an all-time high of $4.54 in June 2019. That's super encouraging to see that kind of growth. The ROI is 1,500%. So this thing's doing super well. So, but yeah, I think definitely in the top 20 of these other people, and I would say closer to the far backside of the top 20 in my list as well. As far as investments go, I think it's got a good name for itself and it's been well marketed. So yeah, I would say yes to this one for sure. All right, guys, so we're going to go over Kryptonium. This is a really interesting cryptocurrency, and I'm very, very interested to see where it is going to go. And part of the reason why I'm curious as to where it's going to go is because it's kind of in the 90s right now as far as being on the CoinMarketCap goes. But I really like the idea of how this is integrating just the basic easy concepts that are going to help just the average Joe people that are not involved in cryptocurrency to be really just, this is what is going to be one of the larger bridges, so to speak, that's going to help people be more interested in cryptocurrency and what it has to offer. So even though the name Kryptonium might not be that popular amongst crypto enthusiasts globally, the currency has shown a lot of potential in 2019. It is, in its essence, it is an Ether-based token that serves the power of all the native transactions associated with the Kryptonium wallet. However, one of the most interesting faces of Kryptonium is that it's a 0.5% of every transaction fee associated with the platform is used to burn the CRPT, supply volume. In the long run, this is a feature that might prove to be extremely valuable for investors later down the line. So, and I agree 100%. I mean, if every transaction that's being made is burning a 0.5%, that's pretty intense. I mean, that's really good because when you're burning coins, it's the whole concept of supply and demand. You get rid of the supply, it demands more, price goes up, and that's just that's just how it works and how it goes. So yeah, as far as numbers go with this cryptocurrency, it's looking pretty good. I mean, it's actually down, which I like that. I like it when the ROI is down, in the negative, in the red. That's when I want to buy. So, you know, I think that this is a good opportunity to buy. The all-time high was $3. It's currently resting at 42 cents. So there's a lot of opportunity for growth there. Again, I will say, like, it does kind of suck that it's in the 90s right now, but at least it's in the top 100. I wouldn't, honestly, I hate to say it, but I'm not going to put this in my top 20 because I have other particular cryptocurrencies that are trying to push for something similar that the Kryptonium is doing. So, and I would preferably go with them anyways. So, but I do think that these guys got potential, especially with I think it's the 40 million or 400 million, I forget which number it was, but a crazy amount of users that they actually could have as far as making these transactions go. So I think that that's really great. You know, yeah, it's got a lot of potential, but I don't think I'm gonna agree that this will be in the top 20 for growth. All right, guys, so now we're going to move on to ZRX. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do something a little different. I'm going to play a video for you guys on this one because I think it's actually pretty sick. I love it.
ZeroX Protocol is a pipeline of upgradable smart contracts that facilitate the peer-to-peer exchange of crypto assets. ZRX is the governance token that empowers ZeroX users to vote on ZeroX improvement proposals that evolve the protocol over time. Market makers are important stakeholders in the ZeroX ecosystem, as they bring the liquidity necessary for markets to function and are directly incentivized to support proposals that result in new markets and greater trade volume. To grant market makers ownership in the protocol and encourage participation in governance, a ZRX staking mechanism gives ZeroX market makers monetary rewards and additional voting power for providing liquidity to the markets running on the protocol. While market makers are critical to ZeroX's long-term growth, every ZRX holder can contribute by earning staking rewards and voting on proposals. Here's how staking works. For each ZeroX trade, the buyer, also known as a taker, pays a small fee in Ether that is funneled into a liquidity rewards pool. Liquidity rewards are then automatically distributed to market makers based on their trade activity and the amount of ZRX staked over fixed periods of time called epochs. Market makers form staking pools in order to increase their potential liquidity rewards payout and participate in governance. ZRX holders are able to securely delegate their tokens to staking pools in order to receive an allocation of liquidity rewards. Once a token holder delegates their ZRX, half of their voting power becomes controlled by the market maker running the pool. As more volume flows into the ZeroX network, the fees and therefore the rewards grow proportionally. Market makers maximize their share in rewards by providing competitive liquidity and specifying the percentage of rewards shared with delegators. ZRX holders maximize their share by comparing staking pools and delegating their tokens to the market maker that generates the greatest rewards for their pool. ZRX gives ecosystem participants the opportunity to have a say in the development of the protocol, earn rewards as trade volume increases, and own a piece of the economy built on top of ZeroX. Put your ZRX to work.
Yeah, so that's pretty much as straightforward as it can get about what it does and what it offers. As far as it being an investment, I think it's a huge opportunity. I mean, dude, look at this market. Look how perfect this is. Like, just the Elliott wave with this thing is just insane. I think that if that doesn't look like it's ready to explode, I don't know what it is. So, surprisingly, I would actually put this in my top 20, even though it's ranked 40 on the CoinMarketCap right now. It is on a hefty amount of exchanges. Its marketing is absolutely phenomenal, and it's only up 116% on the ROI, which I think is perfectly fine. Its all-time high was $2.53, and it's currently sitting at 24 cents. So I think there's a lot of merit to this, a lot of opportunity for growth, and I think what it has to offer is absolutely dope. As you guys saw the video, I had to play it for you guys because I just thought it was super cool, really well done. So yeah, I definitely would have this somewhere in the teens of my 20 coins picks for 2020. And yeah, let's move on to the next one. All right, so EOS or EOS, however you would like to call it, man, this thing is intense. I just feel like intensity is the word to define this entire cryptocurrency. It's just crazy. I mean, basically, it was one of the largest lasting long ICOs ever created, initial coin offerings, raising a sum of $4 billion from multiple investors all across the globe. And what makes EOS so unique is the fact that it makes use of novel consensus machinism called the delegated POS, proof of stake machinism. That's not too many other currencies currently employ. Not only that, the platform does not make use for the fixed mining protocol. Instead, the block producers are rewarded for generating block based on their overall efficiency. So, wow, again, just intense, absolutely intense. And even the price volume, I mean, the all-time high value was $23, around that area, and it's been at an all-time low of $2.30. As far as where it's at right now, currently trading $3.63. It's a number rank 8, and so personally, yes, I think that there's a lot of opportunity with EOS. I think that it's a great investment. The ROI, 251%. Total supply over 1 billion. I really think there's a lot of opportunity with EOS, and I think I would definitely put this in my top 20. I think that it would be stupid not to, especially just with the technology that it's pushing, just with the smart contracts and just the whole protocol altogether. I think it's just phenomenal. So absolutely got thumbs up on me for this one. I agree with them. I think this is going to take off in 2020 for sure. All right, so hopping into Stellar or XLM. Guys, really all I have to say about this is that it's just another coin that they're just trying to push the speed of it super fast. It has a lot of really great marketing that's been put into it over the years, so I think there's a lot of opportunity with that. The biggest thing I think with it is, and I'll kind of get into that over here, is that it's only 6 cents right now. It's got a total supply of 50 billion. It's ranked 10 right now, which is huge. But guys, look at this. This is what I want you to see. This is what's absolutely unbelievable, is that its all-time high was 93 cents. This thing almost hit $1. This thing almost hit $1 freaking dollar, and it's at 6 cents right now. That was before any $1 trillion market cap. So anything that's in the top 10 has had the kind of marketing that it's had over the past couple of years. It's in 6 cents. It's just operating as a cryptocurrency that's just going quick, and I think there's a lot of opportunity for growth for it, but they definitely need to up the plans as far as like what they're gonna do with it. There is a lot that it already does do, but it's really just like, read this, like, it's interesting. It's, they say launch 2014, stakes, okay, blah 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 blah, super fast. That's what they want. It's super fast. Cross-border payment systems that is easy to use, as well as transparent in nature. Also worth mentioning is the fact that it backed in 2014. XLM was trading for almost nothing. However, at the end of 2018, currently value is raised up to a whopping 94 cents. So literally repeating just what I said, they're just trying to push the fact that this is a good thing to invest in. Do I think it's a good thing to invest in? Do I want to put it in my top 20? I don't think it would hurt to put it in your top 20. However, I personally am not really married to it. I don't really like it. I think there's better coins that serve better purposes out there. Both coins and tokens out there that serve better purposes that are just as quick. But I do think the marketing that's already invested into Stellar gives it the opportunity to might see its initial high and beyond. So yeah, I think that it's kind of a 50-50 with me on this one, but definitely not my first choice for sure. But I think it's a dope coin. It's cool. It's so funny. It's just, you think of Stellar, you think to the moon, That's just like what people, I don't know if you guys remember the original Stellar logo. It was like this whole to the moon thing. It was kind of funny. Anyway, so yeah, I'll leave this one up to you guys, but it's a 50-50 for me. I think I have better ones that I'd put into my mix in my top 20, but yeah, I'd probably make it in there. Okay, Basic Attention Token, or BAT. Basic Attention Token is by far one of the most interesting cryptocurrencies in the market today. This is because it is an Ethereum-based token that functions as an underlying fuel for the Brave browser, blockchain-based digital platform. For those of you readers who may not be aware of what the Brave is, it is the world's only web browsing app that pays, can't say the word pays, users for their surfing activities. Users are given a certain amount of BAT, Basic Attention Token, for all of the ads they view in the browser. So it's kind of an awesome opportunity for you to kind of get involved in just being a part of just getting the incentive for the ads and whatnot, which is kind of cool. Definitely a unique cryptocurrency. I don't personally think, I think that it has a lot of opportunity because it's pushing the decentralized internet world ads, so to speak, and rewarding people in that sense. I think that's pretty awesome. There's obviously more to it than that, but I don't know. I guess this is just not really something that ever really grabbed my attention. I think there's a lot to it that I just haven't really taken it all into my brain yet to really understand how valuable something like this is, because it is valuable. I mean, this is definitely the world of monetization, you know, and just like I think that this is an opportunity to be very large in the decentralized way. The total supply is 1.5 billion basically. It's ranked 30, so it's in the top 50, and it is off the Ethereum platform as a token. It seems to be pretty consistent on its charts and whatnot, and then I believe it's hit almost $1 all-time high. Yeah, so almost $1 all-time high. You know, I think there's a lot of merit to this as well, but it's just still doesn't grab my attention for some reason. I don't know. So maybe if someone out there has a little bit better understanding of how this particular currency or asset, so to speak, works, just it'd be great to throw that down in the comments below. I just haven't honestly done a whole lot of research on it, but I do think that there is a lot to be said for what it stands for, especially for the future. So I could see why that would be in the top 20. Just doesn't have me convinced yet, though. But anyways, we'll move on to the next one. Okay, Kyber network. So remember when we were talking about Kryptonium, and I was saying that there was a couple of other companies out there, different cryptocurrencies that are trying to integrate in the way that Kryptonium is. Well, this is one of them. And we're going to talk about the next one, also Crypto.com, which is the next thing that we're going to talk about after this. All three of those companies are doing things that I think that are phenomenal as far as just reaching out to the general public and making things easy, being able to create coin swaps and just do it simply and easy. Token swaps, coin swaps, you know, transfer to fiat currency, all this different stuff. I mean, they're coming out with great stuff. And this is the kind of innovations that we need for mass adoption in cryptocurrency. So unfortunately, as far as Kyber goes, it is rank 85. It's in the top 100, which is fine. It's a token. It's trading at 26 cents right now. It has had a crazy massive drop from $4.50, which is unfreaking believable. I mean, actually, its all-time high was $6. So crazy. Oh my word, $6. That is just insane. And it's at 26 cents right now. I mean, I got to tell you guys, if these guys can keep on pushing their marketing, I mean, with the ROI, 85% down negative, like, these guys could seriously have an intense comeback. So I'm a little weary investing past anything out of 50. Granted, I feel at a, you know, market cap of 241 billion, I think it's safe to invest in Kyber Network. I think it's a great opportunity. Especially with what their mission is. I think it's pretty freaking awesome. So I'm excited about it. I think it's a great opportunity. I'd look more into it if I was you. But yeah. So out of the three that we've been talking about the most, this is the one that I'm probably the most excited. That's Crypto.com. The token is the MCO token. And there's actually a way that you can actually receive basically a MCO Visa debit card, essentially, that is attached to the account that you create for the wallet. So I'd encourage you guys to get a chance to go and look up online how you can create a wallet. If you want, I can leave you guys a link, and it's actually kind of cool. If you take the link that I give you, you'll be automatically rewarded for $50 in the MCO token. I'll get $50 and you'll get $50 just by you taking the link that I send. So I'll put the link in the description below of this video. I encourage you guys to set that up, because this to me is going to be what helps bridge the mass adoption from fiat to crypto and crypto to fiat. Because I don't believe fiat currency is going away anytime soon, guys. We're going to have our government currency, but what's great is that we can actually integrate cryptocurrency with that, but by using a Visa debit card, essentially. And what's neat is that every single one of these debit cards that come with the Crypto.com wallet is just so many awesome incentives to them. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the black card or the platinum card, and these cards are like made of metal, but they have these really sweet incentives, like, you know, you can basically there's like these back rooms in the airports that you can have all you can eat and all you can drink. You know, it's just sweet stuff, guys. Really absolutely sweet stuff. So I really encourage you guys to take a good look at this one. Keep an eye out on the Crypto.com innovations and what they're planning on doing, because it's going to be dope. I'm pretty stoked on this one, and I would absolutely put this one in my top 20 for sure. Okay, so Ripio Credit Network, RCN. Even though the overall market capitalization of RCN is quite low at the moment, many experts believe that the crypto is destined to break out in 2020. This is because the Ripio Credit Network providers investors, crypto enthusiasts access to the global credit network that is transparent and can even connect them with the various leaders, borrowers, and loaners. Basically, what this is saying is this is another opportunity for people to invest in taking out loans, but using the cryptocurrency and blockchain platform. I don't know how I feel about this, because this could either go very great or not great at all, because when you are getting into mass adoption of cryptocurrency, this is my skepticism. When it comes to loans, it's a scary thing in a volatile market. It even said right there, that overall the market capitalization of RCN is quite low at the moment. It's basically what it's saying is it's like, don't be worried, and I just feel like this is going to be something much greater and bigger in the future when cryptocurrency starts to pan out a little bit and actually become kind of like gold and silver, where its fluctuation in price is just not as crazy. Gold and silver's price is still pretty crazy in fluctuation, but our hopes are to have multi-trillion-dollar total market capitalization on cryptocurrency, and that's when I feel like loans would be a way greater opportunity, because this is a sweet company and a sweet opportunity as far as taking multiple currencies, being able to take loans out of multiple currencies around the entire world. That's the direction we're heading. They're definitely heading the right direction as far as technology goes and meeting the needs of people. I just feel like it's a little early to be adopting that philosophy right now. But you know what? That's what we got to do, is get ahead of the curve and just dive in. I just hope that something like this is not going to give continuously bad reps or bad reputation to the cryptocurrency industry as a whole, just to the general public. So that's just my personal opinion. However, I still feel I don't think that this is a 2020 coin as far as price fluctuation goes. Guys, here's the thing. We're heading into a bull market, so we're going to see all these coins go up, period. Especially if these coins are within the top 100 or 50. But I don't think, I just think we just got to be careful about, what we're investing in and how much, it's already a risk just putting your money into cryptocurrency, let alone taking out loans in cryptocurrency. That's a whole nother animal, you know what I mean? So I think it's, it's part of the future, but maybe not the near future. So that's just my opinion on this particular coin and company. All right, so Tyrion, TNT. It is an ETH-based token that is used for verification-related matters with the Tyrion ecosystem. For those of the readers who may not be aware of what Tyrion is, it is a platform that allows crypto enthusiasts and developers to make use of the system-native blockchain for hosts of different data verification purposes. As things stand, it is estimated that Tyrion is compatible with a total of 500-plus apps that are designed for verification of an on-chain data. It is regarded as the number of supported apps continuous and increasing. Would not be surprising to see if the value of TNT soar and grow. I don't know. I'll be honest, guys. I'm not a big fan of Tyrion. A couple of reasons why. Number one, it's a rank 146. Not that can't change, but I just feel like this is such a narrow-minded thing. I think it's cool. Don't get me wrong, and I think the total supply is pretty awesome. It's definitely had its run up for sure. Seen a total high of 44 cents. So the fact that it's at 4 cents right now and it's seen 44 cents is pretty awesome. There's a lot of opportunity as far as, a good bang for your buck. But I just grow weary of narrow-minded concepts. And I understand it's not super narrow-minded, but I do think it's cool what it has to offer. I guess, it's all a part of building the blockchain ecosystem. I think that we need the different data verification purposes, and I think that Dude, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Tyrion. It's just plain and simple. I mean, if you guys like it, great, good for you. More power to you. I mean, it seems like you have an opportunity to make quite an investment back if it goes back to its initial high, if you were to invest now. And it's in the red. Good time to buy. I don't know. This wouldn't be in my top 20, to be completely honest with you guys. So love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Finally, down to the last 2 crypto reviews in the 20. We made it, and we did it under an hour so far, which is pretty good. But yeah, so the DCR, it's just, I'm not even going to go over this one, guys. It's a fork. It's a fork of Bitcoin. You know, I mean, if you guys like it, great, but I'm going to be completely honest. I'm going to let you guys figure that one out on your own. I think any forks of Bitcoin are perfectly awesome things to invest in because they represent the big guy, you know, and I think ultimately what they are doing is creating innovations to Bitcoin that are going to help better the Bitcoin ecosystem and whatnot. So I think that DCR is great. It's awesome. It's definitely not in my top 20, but it is a fork and it's legit, and I think that it's perfectly fine to invest in. Bitcoin Cash being the very last review or the very last 20th one. I'm very surprised it's their 20th one. I don't know if they have this in order from like best to least best, but like Bitcoin Cash, I think, is probably one of the most lucrative, other than Bitcoin SV, lucrative forks of Bitcoin. And I think that it has a lot of opportunity you got a lot of opportunity to make some money with Bitcoin Cash. I mean, I think that it's got a lot of great marketing invested into it over the past couple of years, or a few years really. And I think that it has the ability to really skyrocket and stay in probably the top 10 of the coin market cap cryptocurrencies. So yeah, I mean, that's basically it. And you know, I think, you know, it's funny. A lot of people thought that Bitcoin Cash was going to become the new Bitcoin, and then, you know, it's just funny how people keep on thinking that. Bitcoin is the ultimate winner. That is the breadwinner right there. It really doesn't matter, you know, what people think when it comes to all these different forks. It is crazy. I mean, if you guys just take a second to look at all of the different Bitcoin forks, it is insane. Like, I mean, let's just look at this. Like, just put in, you know, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV. You got Bitcoin Gold, Bitcoin Diamond. I mean, you can invest in all these different cryptocurrencies, and I think they're going to do great. Actually, you know, they didn't have Bitcoin Diamond on the top 20 there. I wouldn't have it on my top 20 either. However, look at the numbers on this thing. It's insane. I know this is like a 21th review now. It's in rank 40 right now. It's currently trading at 61 cents, which is pretty good. But this thing is seen over $75. I mean, does that make any sense to you guys? Like, that is just insane. Absolutely insane. All-time high, $99. Unbelievable. So yeah, I think any of the forks are great things to invest in. Bitcoin Cash, you know, DCR, any of them, you know. But ultimately, what it comes down to is most of my money is, you know, comparably to Bitcoin versus Bitcoin forks, is going to go directly into Bitcoin. And but yeah, so I mean, there we've done it, guys. We've gone through all 20 of these recommended BitcoinExchangeGuide.com recommended for 2020. And I'm surprised about how many of them I actually didn't really care to want to be a part of. I'm curious to think what you guys think, you know, about this whole thing. There's a bunch that I would have actually added into this 20, and a lot that I would have taken out that were in there. Like, I mean, here's my philosophy. Go to coinmarketcap.com, go here, and just look at the top 20. You got Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin SV. Forget Tether. I don't know. That's obviously not an investment. Litecoin, EOS, Binance Coin, XLM, Stellar, Cardano, Tron. I mean, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I am more open to the idea of making the top 20 best investments just simply what's on CoinMarketCap. I mean, I understand that we're talking about what's going to have the best return, but when it comes down to it, this is what people are stoked about. These are what people really want to be a part of. And, you know, when it comes down to it, really just investing in even the top 100, you're going to be fine. And they've stayed pretty much in that boundary with all these top 20 best cryptocurrencies for 2020. They stayed within the boundaries of the top 100, minus a few of them, or a couple of them, really. But yeah, guys, please hit the like on this video, subscribe to the channel. I'd love to see a comment. Thanks for if you stuck with me this long, holy crap, you guys are freaking awesome. I look forward to making some more videos. I thought this was kind of a fun one, definitely the longest one I've ever done. I usually try to keep them to like 15 minutes or so, but this is crazy long. But yeah, absolutely love you guys. This has been a lot of fun, just kind of looking at different things. Again, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on all these different coins and tokens that we talked about today. So please leave that in the comments below. And a reminder, I'll leave you that Crypto.com link so that you can get your $50 if you sign up through the link that I send you. And let's just continue to mass adopt cryptocurrency, guys. I'm super pumped, really excited. Look forward to talking to you guys again. Have an awesome, awesome day, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is. Crypto Cody out.